Sometimes you just want to get the hair off of your face. For me, because I have short hair, it's not always easy for me to pull it back with a hairband. What I like to do, especially in the summertime, is I'll braid my hair and I'll create a nice summery look. Because my hair is short, I can't just braid it in one section or all of these hairs here will fall out. If I try to do it in two, the length that I have from here won't reach and vice versa from my hairline. So instead, I like to do this look in threes. The first section that I start with is at the front because I do believe you should always start your hairstyle at the front because that's the most important area. So I like to section away just the front. And right now I have a little bit of new growth, which I actually like because I feel like with looks like this, if you have a color that's a little bit different or your root area looks a little different than the rest of the braid, it shows a bit more contrast. So I'm gonna start by just picking up from each side in the beginning, and then I'm gonna slowly take little sections along the top. And wherever my fingers go, or my hand that's holding the hair, that's where the braid is gonna go. So then I'm gonna come closer to my hairline, and you'll see my hands, my fingers are slowly gonna direct the braid. And I think with summer looks like this, it's really nice not to make it too perfect. Sometimes people ask me if I braid my own hair, and I say yes. And they're like, I could never do that. And honestly, it's really just practice. Even these little hairs around the face, if they don't quite fit in, that's okay. Although I do try. We'll see if I'm successful. And then as I get behind the ear, it's really just kind of grabbing as best I can. And whatever I can't grab, I just take a bobby pin and I bobby pin it down. So side two, I do the same thing where I just kind of move any of that hair from the middle out of the way. And you'll notice, I don't care about the sectioning. I think what makes this style look kind of fun is it's not too perfect. So those of you at home that are not hairdressers, this style is for you. And I'll do the same where I'll just take 3 pieces and I'm braiding under. So one piece is going under the next piece. And that's how you get the braid to sit on the top. And if you don't quite get all of the little pieces in as tight, that's okay. Just do the best you can. Some of you with longer length hair, your braid will probably be tighter. And afterwards, you can always sort of pull some of the hairs out. And you'll see as I get towards the bottom, it's probably gonna get a little messy. And then I just grab a gold bobby pin. I like these YS Park gold bobby pins because they're pretty, therefore you can show them. And I just put it right across. Coming towards the back, and this I'd say is probably the hardest part because I really can't see what I'm doing. And it's more just going with feel. And like I didn't brush my hair out before I started, which I kind of like because it gives the hair a little bit more grip. For some of you, it might be easier to do this style when it's wet, and then you'll find as it dries, you'll get sort of a different texture. So you'll see when I'm getting towards the bottom, there's really not any hair for me to grab. I'm just trying as best I can, and then bobby pinning that in place. I don't like to leave the hairstyle like this because I feel like it looks unfinished. So then I'll just take a ton of these bobby pins, and then I feel like it just adds a little bit more intention to the style, makes it look a little fancier because it's gold. You could use silver bobby pins at home or black bobby pins. I always think it's nice to kind of either complement or contrast your hair color. So if you were blonde, you could use black. If you're brunette, you could use white or silver. Once you've finished all of your braiding, what you want to check is if there's any loose hairs like this one that haven't quite stuck into the braid. You can pull out more hair, okay, for something that looks intentional, cohesive, which looks kind of funny. So instead, what I'll do is I'll pin those pieces in. And if I don't want my bobby pin to show, I can just tuck it up into the braid. And then I do like to pull out any little hairs along the hairline, just because then it gives it a little bit more added texture. And you can then spray those into place. I like Air Control from Aveda. It's nice and light. And there you have it, my favorite summer hairstyle.